Well, tonight we are continuing our conversation about homelessness in Spokane. And part of examining every possible way the issue affects this community is to look at the legal system, a cycle that some people who are homeless get caught up in.
They say they get booked for a low-level quality of life crime, like malicious mischief, trespassing, or a violation of the sit-and-lie ordinance. They'll move through the traditional court system, maybe serve some time, they get out, but without access to housing or health care or education, the cycle repeats itself.
But not at the downtown Spokane Library. KXLY4's Caroline Rourke shares how an experimental court project addresses this community problem. Caroline?
Community courts are a kind of therapeutic court, but the staff at ours in downtown Spokane will tell you it's mostly a problem-solving court, born from a desire to challenge the status quo in a way that balances both the concerns of our community that bears the weight of those low-level quality of life offenses, but also fosters the growth and support required for people to break out of that cycle.
Every Monday, the downtown Spokane Library doubles as a courtroom. Judge Mary Logan's priority in community court is the same as it would be in her municipal courtroom.
Access to justice.
While that does mean justice for crime victims, things work a little differently here.
It's how do we make everybody who's here in the city of Spokane feel welcome, feel as though it is their city, and not simply because you have money in your pocket.
This court prioritizes offenders instead of offenses.
It isn't just a charge that comes in, but a human being that comes in.
Our goal is to help you through this situation so we don't see you in the justice system anymore.
These are participants, not defendants. Not all of them are homeless, but many are. And they're at this court by choice, to take responsibility for their low-level offenses, but also to access the wealth of social services offered right next door.
Housing, services to get the documentation. There are people here from DSHS. There's an attorney here from that deals in social security issues.
The things they need to get them unstuck.
Homelessness is more than just not being housed.
The goal being, give them what they need, so when they graduate the program, they have a better chance.
We are able to dig down, dig deep, and make sure that we are able to provide services that would ensure that they do not keep coming back repeatedly to court.
But for this to work, the community as a whole has to dig down to reach beyond the parts of homelessness that are visible on the surface.
To think that a single label really captures the population, it's easy to do that, but there isn't a single defining individual that actually fits under the label of homeless or homelessness.
No single definition and no single solution. Problem-solving courts like this one play one part of many.
Community courts should not be looked at as the place to solve this problem. The community is the place to solve the problem. We all have to come together. We all have to provide, support. We have done a lot. We have invested in people, but there's still a lot of work to be done.
There are wheels turning elsewhere in the community. I spoke to a local nonprofit that said that housing for Spokane's homeless needs to be the #1 priority. The Smith-Barbieri Progressive Fund shared their ideas and their requests for local government. You'll hear from them coming up tomorrow. In studio, I'm Caroline Rourke, KXLY4 News.